Hey guys, Ralph here. Welcome to True Power Trumpet Fitness on this fabulous Friday here in Connecticut. Life's good, guys. Life is good. Anyway, you saw the thumbnail. When Wyntons chops were great. Man, he had it, guys. He had it. Anyway, yeah, I'm getting a late start, but that's all right. Cleaning lady came, blah, blah, blah. I had errands, real life, da, da, da. Anyway, haven't played a note. Let's see what we got, and we'll talk about Wyntons chops. Anyway, E-flats, hellacious E-flats, as big as a freaking house. And some barbed wire. Don't need no stinking warm-up. Anyway, guys, and for the most part, I have no haters for my regular core group. But every once in a while, a title will freak out of one of my videos will freak out the algorithms and bring a lot of different people in who don't necessarily agree with me, and that's fine. Okay, that's fine. Price of doing business on YouTube. But here's the deal, and I want you to please take what I'm saying. Now, I have done, I think, 2 videos about Wynton and his chops. They've been years ago. And each time I got killed. I got killed. And guys, for the life of me, I don't see why. This video, as well as the other 2, guys, I can't be more complimentary about this guy's brilliance as a musician. I can't. And I'm going to again. But here's the deal, guys. If anybody is realistically following his playing, which I have live when he was younger and in the time that you're going to hear this clip I'm giving you down below, you follow that and you listen to him now, anybody that doesn't think his chops are down, guys, just doesn't know what they're talking about or refuses. I mean, they're down. And we'll get to that. And I'll explain what I see and hear. All right? Now, he first burst onto the scene, Juilliard, studied with Vacchiano, and Vacchiano could not speak more highly about him. Just thought he was a genius, blah, 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 which I do too. Listen, when he was young and doing classical as well as the jazz, I don't know anybody in history of trumpet has done both so proficiently as Wynton. I don't know anybody. Al Hirt did not do maybe either as proficiently as him. James Morrison has all the jazz that Wynton has, but the classical that Wynton was doing when he first started, and the clip you're going to hear, was just hardcore classical virtuosity. It just was. And no, Morrison does not have that. And I told you many times, John Faddis on a B-flat trumpet has the tone and the richness in the tone to play in any symphony orchestra. There's no question about it. But John Faddis could not play what Wynton is going to play downstairs. Brilliant. Brilliant. His technique is sublime. Sublime. Okay, so where did all this happen? I have a thought, and it's only a thought. I don't know him. If we passed down the street, I would have to introduce myself. Okay? But we were in New York at the same time. He had just gotten to Juilliard, and I was pretty much out doing my thing, just starting out. And I heard him at the Bottom Line with Art Blakey and the Jazz Messengers, and I heard some stuff at Juilliard, because everybody was just, I mean, he was just a rage, including Vacchiano. And if you can imagine, Vacchiano was all about transposition. Wynton didn't think twice about that. He knew every lick, every key. I mean, didn't think twice about it, which just impressed the hell out of Vacchiano. But when he was back then, and I'm going to show you pictures in a minute, it was entirely Bach instruments and mouthpieces. Okay? It was all Bach trumpets, E-flat, the whole 9 yards. I think he had a Schilke pick. Might have been a Schilke E-flat as well. But the bulk of his playing, B-flat, C, if he ever played it at Juilliard, was Bach. His mouthpiece, I believe, I'm going to go out on a limb, at that point, was a 3C, which was again, I could only play a 10.5 C, Bach. The next best thing would be a 3C. Vacchiano used to claim that the real 3Cs that they were getting now were equivalent to a 3E. So he felt it was a small mouthpiece. Anyway, now I'm going to show you some pictures of his earlier chops. And unfortunately, that godforsaken mustache just ruined everything, because it doesn't really give us good shots of the chops. Okay? But if you look at it, man, it looks completely 100% locked in. Just completely locked in. Okay? Now, the tone is only going to get as much sizzle and everything on a Bach mouthpiece, and that sound was not my cup of tea, but you just can't, listen to the thing, you just can't dismiss the brilliance of the guy. All right? Now, all good so far, right? Now, it started to go downhill. I don't know what year it was, but he came out with a classical album of doing cornet solos with the Eastman Brass Ensemble, and they were about to take a tour. Their first performance of this tour was at Alice Tully Hall, and I went to see it. Guys, look, I'm not going to harp on this, because everybody has bad nights, but he couldn't make it through the first piece. And the conductor called for an intermission, had him go off and rest and come back and try it again. Couldn't do it. He apologized. Everybody got their money back. And he canceled the tour. And he never played, from what I can tell, never played a classical concert again. Now, fast forward to this new trumpet that he's playing and look at the chops. It's spread all over his face. The first note he plays is tight, tight, tight as a drum. And from there, it goes downhill. Now, those Monet trumpets, the few of them, and I haven't played all of them, the few of them that I played, you could not, and I played the earlier ones, could not center it. Couldn't. Sorry, a little mix up on my laptop. Anyway, I don't know anybody that can. Okay? My cup of tea. If you like Monet, that's fine. Okay? But I also heard on a very, very valid source that he wants to change his trumpet because he's having back issues, and he thinks it's because his trumpet is so heavy. Now, I don't know him. Maybe it is. What I know about physiology, if he's having back trouble, it's not because of his trumpet. He's in hideous physical shape. He's at least 50 pounds overweight. But anyway, be that as it may. But since that time, guys, he has not played one classical concert. And yes, all the guys that are killing me are going to send me little clips about he sounded good there, he sounded good there. Guys, it's not. What I heard with my own ears back then, it has gone downhill dramatically. Now, is he still a viable entertainer and a frontman? Yeah, well, that's another thing. He doesn't even front the Lincoln Center Orchestra anymore. He sits in the back with the section, plays fourth trumpet, and calls the tunes with the microphone. It's not like Harry James, he's out front, or Perico, who's out front taking the slings and arrows. No, he doesn't even do that. Guys, those chops are down. I don't care what you say. Now, when you listen to the clip, okay, it's with the Boston Symphony, with John Williams conducting. This is an encore. Now, he's already played a full concert, okay, and he plays the Carnival of Venice. Now, if you want to just go right to the last little cadenza, brilliant. Each note is popping all the right? They pop right out. That's relaxed chops, guys. You can't go, you just can't go back and forth. I don't care what mouthpiece you're playing unless the chops are relaxed. And then he ends, after a full concert and a whole lot of playing without taking that trumpet off his lips, he ends with a 2-octave F scale that just knocks the walls down. Go, guys, those chops are right at that point. Now, if you notice at the beginning of the cadenza, it's very, very soft. And he's never been a lead player. Never. Doesn't have to be. It's not his cup of tea. Potato, patata, I'm not knocking him. Okay? But the chops are down. You look at the chops, they're tight, they're spread. There's no more pop in any attack. Everything is a foie attack. Fuzzy. They're down. They're down. All right. So anyway, let me have it. Give me your comments and criticisms. And again, I'm going to finish this. Guys, he's brilliant. He's one of the greatest trumpet players because of the classical and the jazz to ever come down the pike. All I'm saying is that the chops are down. And with that, when the chops go down, the virtuosity that we all love is compromised. Guys, I don't think that's too much. I don't think that's too much. I really don't. Let me know. Love you all. Have a good weekend. Eat and drink your fruits and vegetables and live your life with true power. Not the fake stuff, true power. Love you all.